damage sa cornea, we treat it with medications. And in most cases, talagang it improves, no? It clears up. But if the damage is too severe, pwedeng magkaroon ng pamamaga. And eventually, yung pamamaga can lead to pagpepeklat or corneal scarring.
So most of the time kasi yung question talaga ng mga mag-undergo ng corneal transplant, doc, is kung masakit ba, or how long will it take, how long will my recovery be. Can you give us a brief, para at least medyo ma-lessen naman yung kaba siguro nung mga, if ever they will undergo.
Would you like to take that, Jay? Okay. Okay, so hindi naman siya masakit. Bakit? Kasi when we do the corneal transplant, ginagawa yun under anesthesia. So when you wake up, of course, parang magkakaroon ng mild discomfort, may tahi yun eh. No? Pwede mag-complain yung patient of foreign body sensation. But this will eventually heal in time, and hindi talaga nakakaramdam ng sobrang sakit yung pasyente. But of course, we also have to consider yung pain tolerance ng patients. No? Paiba-iba naman yan. Okay, and then you mentioned about, what else was your question? Is that it?
How long does it take? And then how long is the recovery?
Well, the recovery depends, no? Siguro I'd say about a month, mas more or less stabilize na yung cornea, but it would take about a year for it to fully recover from that procedure. Something like that.
On TikTok kasi, doc, we don't usually see corneal transplant, but we usually see LASIK. So is it the same, or how does it differ?
Yeah, so sobrang magkaiba sila. Okay. So si LASIK, no, so si LASIK, ang ano niya, ang function talaga niya is to, kunyari may patient ka, no, na malabo yung mata, then may grade lang siya, no? So yung grade kaya ayusin ng salamin or contact lens, pwede mong i-LASIK yun. Okay, so parang yung grade nilalagay mo na mismo sa mata, no, instead of using glasses or contact lenses. Okay, so si corneal transplant naman, pinapalitan mo yung cornea talaga. And iba yung indication eh. So
I'm sorry. So may iba't iba po bang klase ng corneal transplant, or iisa lang siya?
Yes. When we say corneal transplant, may iba-ibang klase siya. No? So we have full thickness or yung lamellar, partial thickness. So let's just call it that way. So when we talk about full thickness, yung buong cornea, tinatanggal, pinapalitan ng buo. Okay? But when we're talking about partial, kalahati lang, di ba? So either kalahating harap or kalahating likod. Okay? So yung doon naman sa partial, let's just say, nagpo-function well yung back part, yung endothelial cells. Pero meron na siyang peklat na medyo superficial to little deep, no? Tinatanggal lang namin yung harap, tapos yung pinapalitan. Pero what if wala pa namang peklat yung mata, no? Pero maga siya. And then the endothelial cells affected na. No, ibig sabihin, hindi na siya nagpa-pump ng mabuti, kaya maga yung mata. So we just remove that back part of the eye. Okay? And then, yun lang yung pinapalitan namin. Yun yung endothelial keratoplasty naman.
Okay. So, Doc, in summary, what would you advise people na baka yung in the future they'll have a situation like this? Ano ba yung expectations? Any reminder to the viewing public in general na?
Okay, so when we say reminder, well, you have to take care of your eyes. That's number one. No? But if it does happen, kung meron kayong problema sa cornea, no? So think of it as something that's reversible. As long as the back part of the eye is okay. So we're talking about the retina and the nerve. Kung wala kang retinal pathology, walang diabetic retinopathy, wala kang glaucoma, hindi apektado, pero meron kang peklat sa harap ng mata, if we replace that with a clear cornea, you'll be able to see. Now, it's not going to be perfect, no? Because nothing's perfect. of course, after the surgery, may mga tahi yan, that would lead to astigmatism, right? So, pwedeng magkaroon ng grado. So, most of the patients after the corneal transplant surgery, kailanganin pa rin nila tanggalan ng tahi in order to fix that grade. At the same time, kung hindi siya ma-perfect, we can still give glasses or contact lenses afterwards. No, but nevertheless, as long as the back part of the eye is okay, we change the front of the eye, which is the cornea, makakita na malinaw yung pasyente. But you also have to know that itong cornea na to, they come from donors na yumaon na. Okay? So, yeah, in the Philippines and worldwide, it always comes from people who already passed away. So, after death, kukunin ka ng Eye Bank Foundation of the Philippines, no? They collect it and then they preserve the tissue. And that's the tissue used for the surgery. So, yung tissue na hindi yan ibig sabihin na if I want to undergo corneal transplant, I'd be able to do it the next day. It will have a wait list. Okay, so may wait list yan. So pipila tayo doon. Kapag kayo next, that's when we do the procedure. But of course, it's going to be done at a specified time frame. No, hindi pwedeng malagpasan yun kasi napapanis na yung tissue. So may optimum time when we do the corneal transplant. So,
Question before we proceed with the myth and fact to end our discussion, Doc. Mahal ba ang corneal transplant or meron bang subsidy ang government for this?
Okay, would you like to answer that, Jay?
Yeah. Walang subsidy yung from the government, no? And although yung cornea naman is nandiyan, may mga processing fees pa kasi. So, yun yung nagsiset nung value nung cornea mismo, no? Nung donor cornea. And of course, may iba pang mga expenses, no? Yung facilities, ganun. And yung other instruments na kailangan gamitin. In terms of absolute amount, ma'am, hindi namin masabi kasi it depends per hospital.
It depends on the type of cornea and the hospital, etc.
Ayun. Pero for sure, it will also, it will be worth it because it will also help you with your quality of life, especially if you want to see the
you're
world.
correct. Yeah, you're correct.
So ito na po, myth or fact? Yeah, so you simply have to say myth or fact and maybe just a simple explanation.
Okay.
Corneal transplants means replacing the whole eye. Myth or fact?
It's a myth because we don't replace the whole eye. We only replace the front part of the eye, which is the cornea.
Okay. Donor corneas are hard to get. Myth or fact?
Yeah, it's actually a fact. They're quite limited, no? That's why I encourage our like everyone from the Philippines to become a cornea donor. So you can visit the Eye Bank Foundation of the Philippines website online and you can sign up as a donor. Okay, so yun yung kulang donation. So I encourage everyone to donate. And I myself am also a corneal donor.
I'll check that out, Doc, as well, and encourage the viewers and my followers as well to sign up. Kasi diba, it could improve the quality of life of someone else if ever we're already gone. Diba?
Yes, we can live through someone else's life.
So, eto naman, I can go back to all activities right after surgery. Myth or fact?
Would you like to take that?
Yeah. So, myth yan. Okay. So, of course, it's still a surgical procedure. Okay. So, kailangan pa rin ng rest. Okay. And may mga avoidance din, no? Like yung heavy work, contact sports, swimming, and eye rubbing, no? Until sinabi ng doctor na pwede na.
Ayun. So, Doc, ikaw naman, what's your reminder to our viewing public about corneal health as well as corneal surgery or corneal transplant?
Ako ba yun? Ako ba? Okay, so yeah, so marami kasi kaming nakikitang patients, no, na kunyari mapula yung mata, akala nila sore eyes lang, no? Pero iba na pala. Okay, so most cases, no, for corneal transplant, reversible sana. Okay, kumbaga kaya pa sanang maagapan kung nagpatingin lang ng maaga. Okay, so any sakit, no, it's best na magpatingin talaga.
Ayun. For those who are now more aware of their eye health, especially concerning the cornea, and are interested in having a proper evaluation, whether they've been diagnosed with a condition like keratoconus, experience an eye injury, or simply want peace of mind, how can they schedule a checkup or consultation with you guys or here at Premier Medical Center?
Okay, so the Premier Medical Center actually has an eye center, a Facebook page for eye center. So it's called PMC Zamboanga Eye Center. So you can look that up on Facebook. And then you can also follow us there as well. You can message and book an appointment with us. So we are kumbaga, we're a group of doctors there. No, not only cornea specialists, we have pediatric and strabismus specialists, retina, glaucoma. So we're a complete bunch. So whatever your eye condition is, we can attend to you. We can treat you and manage you properly. So you can book an appointment there. If I'm not mistaken, it also contains the details on how to call via landline or via cell phone.
Okay. And I'm happy also to know na at least we have specialists who are really from Zamboanga and from Mindanao doing these transplants nowadays. So nakaka-proud Zamboangueño moment, di ba to?
Yes.
Ay. So this discussion is a reminder that knowledge and awareness can protect something as vital as our health, especially when it comes to the conditions like this. So don't forget to follow Premier Medical Center Zamboanga and Zamboanga Guide for more health content and medical service updates. This has been your host, Badi, reminding you that at PMC, we don't just treat, we care, keep safe, stay hydrated, and hasta la vista. Thank you so much, mga
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
Manila to?
I'm sorry? Yeah, I'm
Nasa
currently in
Manila ka na
Manila.
ngayon?
I just came from Zamboanga, and then we also flew to Cotabato for a corneal transplant procedure. So congratulations as well sa Cotabato.
Oh. So it was nice talking to both of you, Doc. Sorry, this is the first time we're doing this
Yeah,
through Zoom.
so
I hope I could
okay.
meet you para
Yes, in person.
tayong tatlo.
Of course, of course.
Thank you so
Thank
much,
you for having
Thank
us.
you.
Okay, take care.
so much, viewers. See you again next time.